Welcome everyone. I'm Iroshika Dahanayake from Finetech. I hope everybody can hear me. So today we are going to show you how to set up and how to manage Google Classroom. So as you all aware, with the current situation in the country, we all have to focus on much more online, remotely working platforms. And when it comes to educational aspects, especially in organizations, we can use this Google Classroom to continue our training work and researching and everything you can handle through this Google Classroom. So we hope this session will be important for you in order to get the knowledge of how to create classes and how to add materials and how to add assignments and do all the things. So we'll start it, but at the beginning I should ask everybody to mute their microphone so that session will be much more clear. But during the session, if you have any questions, please unmute and you can ask at any time. So I'll first share my screen. I hope everybody can see the screen. So in order to access Google Classroom, first you should have a Google account with you. I hope everybody have a Google account, and first you have to sign in with your Google account. And soon after you sign in with your Google account, you can see the 9 dots available in the top right corner. One way is to access Google Classroom is you can simply click on these 9 dots and select Google Classroom, this icon. You can select that one. That is one option. The other option is you can simply type in the browser URL the classroom.google.com and simply press enter. Then you will be redirected to Classroom panel. So soon after you log into Google Classroom, this will be the interface that you can see. Since I have many classes available right now, I can see all the classes here. But if you log in at the first time, this will be blank. But soon after you learn how to create and how to join to some other classes, this will be the familiar like this interface. So basically, you can see all the classes available in this interface. And apart from that, you will have the menu option available in the left corner. As you can see, if you click on the classes, you can see all the classes available. And apart from that, there is a calendar option. This is actually Google Classroom calendar. In this calendar, you can see what are the assignments, what are the materials that have assigned with a due date. If there are any due dates, those things will be added to this particular classroom calendar. So you can keep a track on what are the upcoming assignments you have and what are the due dates and all the things you can see from there. So that is one option. And apart from that, in Google Classroom, there is one important thing that you can use your same profile as a teacher and as a user. In the sense, you can create your own classes, add materials, and add tutorials and work as a teacher. And at the same time, you can enroll to some other classes that someone has been created. So in such cases, all the classes that you have been teaching, that you are acting as a teacher, all the classes will be listed here like that. And in the enrolled section, you can see what are the classes that you have been enrolled as a normal user. And I hope that is clear. And in the archived classes, if there are any classes that you have archived, those things will be available in these archived classes. And there is one more settings option available in this menu that is for basically set up your profiles and change notifications according to your requirements. So this is the basic structure of the classroom main interface. And when you need to join for a class or when you need to create a class, you can just click on this plus icon and either join to a class or create to a class. I'll show you how to create a class later, but first I just wanted to give a brief description on the interface. So we'll go into a classroom and we'll see how the structure will look like. So I'm using this test G Suite training class to show you what are the content there. As you can see, soon after you click on the class, basic look and feel will be like this. As you can see, there are 4 modules available, that is stream, classwork, people, and grades. In the stream option, which is the current user interface, this is the place where you normally communicate with your classmates. Classmates in the sense your classmates plus your teachers. So in this particular stream area, what you can do is you can basically have a banner, and you can customize the banner with your by uploading a photo, or by selecting some other themes as well. And apart from that, you can see the class name and class code and meeting link. This meeting link won't be available at the very beginning. Once you created a class, that won't be available. You have to set up with your classroom settings in order to available the meeting link here. But I'll show you how to set up that one as well. But the class code will be available soon after you create a class, and this class code will be important when you want to let a group of users to join directly to the class. So in that case, what you can do is you can simply copy the code and paste it whatever the user groups you have. Let's say you have a hangout group with all the participants available, then you can simply copy and paste it and ask them to join to this code using that join class option. That is one way. And the other things in stream panel is this. As I said before, this is the place where you communicate with your classmates, in the sense whatever the materials that you are posting, whatever the assignments that you are posting, and if there are any documents you are posting, all things will be notified in this panel. In the sense, you can have a up-to-date information by looking at this panel, and at the same time you can share something with your class by using that share something with your class option, and you can share what is your if there are any ideas you have to share, you can simply type it here, and you can select to which class that you are supposed to post this particular article, and you can select who are the if you need to add if you need to post this particular article to one particular person, then you can simply select one person or one or two persons, but otherwise you can simply select all the students option and post it. But before posting, you also have the adding attachment option also. By using that adding option, you can either select any documents in the Google Drive, you can copy and paste any link that you can add, and in the file option you can add any documents which is available in your PC. And if you need to add any YouTube video or something, you can just click on this YouTube option and search for the YouTube video and add it to the particular post as well. And when it comes to posting, you can directly post the whatever the article you are going to share, or otherwise you can use this drop down to schedule the posting to some other date or some other time, or you can save this post as a draft so that you can post it later. So those options are there when you are going to post. So apart from the posting panel, there is one more option available here as upcoming. In this section, you will see what are the upcoming sessions, what are the upcoming assignments that is due recently. So if you go to view all option, you can see I have one assignment and 2 assignments coming in progress. So likewise, you can see the upcoming panel as well. And that is the basically stream module we have. And while we are staying on the stream module, I'll show you the settings option as well. I hope you got a clear idea of the interface and the structure of the class so far. If you have any questions, please unmute and ask at any time. That's not a problem. So I'll continue. If you have any question, please ask. And so if we need to do any changes for the particular class, what you can do is you can simply click on this gear icon, and then you will be able to change the class settings. Basically, there will be class details available here. If you are managing multiple classes, you can add class description, sections, rooms, and subjects as well. For now, I have just given the name only. Likewise, you can change the class details, basic details here. And in general settings panel, you have the class code available there. If you need to copy the class code, reset the class code, or even disable the class code, you can use these options here. And in the stream option, you can decide whether you are restricting your users to add comments, add posts in the stream panel. In the newsfeed panel, you can decide whether you are allowing your users to send posts, send articles, and all the things. Those restrictions, according to your requirements, you can decide, and you can select either of these options. And in the classwork on the stream option, there you can decide how your notifications will be look like. So in the sense, you need to show the full notification with the including with the attachments available, with all the description and all. You can use this show attachment and details option. If you need a condensed notification, you can use this option, and if you at the same time, you can hide notifications as well. Likewise, according to your requirement, you can do these changes. And also, if you need to see the deleted items, you can enable this option as well. But deleted items will only be visible to teachers who are in this class. And as I said to you earlier, there is one important option there to enable Google Meet in Google Classroom. This is very important. Before enabling that one, there will be a button called Generate Meeting Link. I suggest all of you to enable that one, and soon after you enable Generate Meeting Link button, this link will be available here. This is important because when you want to have an online forum, online discussions, online presentations with your class, you can simply use this class meeting link and join with your class and do the sessions. That is much more easy than creating separate meetings and all the things. So I suggest you to enable that one. Soon after you enable this meeting link, this meeting link will be available in the class banner, as I showed you earlier also. And apart from that, there is grading settings as well. This module allows you to decide what are the grading methods that you are going to use in this particular class. That thing you can decide according to your requirements, whether you are giving total points, whether you are not grading this particular class, or whether you are grading by categories. Those options you can decide and continue as your requirements. Soon after you have done any changes, you can click on the save button, and then the settings will be okay. That is the basically settings you have for particular class. And in this classwork module, this is the place where you upload any materials, organize your class content, in the sense creating topics, adding materials, adding assignments. All those things you can do from this classwork option. There, as you can see, there's a create button. This is the place where you can create topics, reuse post, add materials, add questions, assignments, all the things. These options are all available in this create button. There are some topics that I have already been created. So all the topics that I have created will be listed here. If you need to go to a particular topic, you can simply select on that topic, and that will be available here. Whatever the content inside that will be available here. If you refer all the topics, you can simply click on all the topics, and all the topics will be available here with all the contents. And at the same time, there are in the classwork panel, there are three options available for you. One is Google Meet option. As I said before, in the settings, once you have enabled Google Meet, this option will be available. From there, you can simply click on that one and join with your class for any online forums. So the other one is Google Calendar. This will be important for you to create an event mentioning any, let's say you need to have a session with your classmates. Then you can simply click on this Google Calendar option and create an event by inviting all the colleagues in that class. So what you have to do is you can simply pick a date and time in order to create the event. And you can give session 1 some sort of name to the particular event, and you can give the date and time. If you need to change the date and time, you can simply change it from there. And the thing is, you have to use this drop down, calendar drop down, and select that particular class in order to add that class to this event. That is important. Once you are creating the event, you have to go to this calendar drop down and select the classroom calendar. And after that, you have to go to this guest option and give the exact name available in this classroom calendar name in the guest section. Let's it. Uh, I must say you have to give the exact name, otherwise this won't come actually. You can simply check the calendar name and simply type it. As you can see, this is the classroom calendar available. Soon after you pick that one, all the colleagues inside this test G Suite training class will be invited to this particular session. So what you have to do is create an event, give the date and time, select, and add other descriptions and the location, everything as well. And mainly what you have to do is you have to select particular classroom calendar in this drop down, plus you have to add the same calendar as guest here. I hope it's clear for you. Soon after you add all those things, you can save it, and it will ask whether you need to send invitations as well. If you click on send, then email notification will be sent to each and every users in that particular class as well. So that is the way you can use Google Calendar in this Google Classroom. And apart from that, there is class drive folder. In this Google Classroom, whenever you have created a new class and whenever you are uploading any materials, any video, any sort of thing, there will be a separate drive folder, Google Drive folder available for each and every class. So soon after you upload anything to that particular class, those materials will be available in your Google Drive as well. So if you need to refer those materials and any sort of documents using your Google Drive, you can simply click on this class drive folder, and that will redirect to your Google Drive, and the content will be available here. So likewise, you can see the already uploaded assignments and all the documents will be available in this particular drive folder. And that is one option available in there. I'll show you how to create topics and class materials later. Before that, I am planning to complete these two options as well. So in this people section, you can simply click on this people section and check who are the teachers available and who are the other classmates you have, who are the other users you can see. And if you need to add any teachers, you can simply click on this invite teachers option and invite. Basically in organizations you can have department heads and all the thing, all that level users to work as teachers in particular classes, and the other employees as students, in the sense as users. And if you need to invite users as students, you can simply click on this invite student option and give their name. Let's say we are inviting one user. You can simply type their name or email, then the possible email addresses will be listed, and you can simply select that one and invite. Soon after you invite, that invitation will be sent to that particular user using an email notification. That user can directly refer that email and join to the particular class, or otherwise they can use that class code available in order to join. If they are using class code, they can simply log in with their classroom, and simply they can click on this plus icon, join class, and copy and paste the class code. Then they can simply join to that particular class. And in the grade section, this is the place where you can see what are the assignments that you have been posted and what are the submissions that is available so far, and what are the gradings for each and every user. If they have been submitted, what are the gradings, and all the grading level information you can see from there. Since we don't have any submissions so far, and since we don't have any grading so far, we can't see any gradings here. But soon after, we as a teacher, soon after we mark any sort of assignment with the gradings, those gradings will be available here. So that is the basic structure of a class inside a classroom. As I said before, you have stream option to send notifications, get the up-to-date information, and you can use classwork to refer materials, add assignments as well. And in the people section, you can see who are the teachers and who are the other users available in this class. And in the grade section, you can see what are the grading levels. And also in the people section, you can use this tick icon and select these actions as well. In such cases where you want to send common email to everybody in this class, you can use this select option and select email option. Then all the users in this class will be selected in order to send an email. So that option is also there. So basically, this is the class structure inside a classroom. So far, do you have any questions before I'm going to create any materials or anything? Do you have any questions so far? Okay.
Hello.
Then we'll see.
Hello,
Yeah.
Hiroshika. This is Chintan.
Yes.
Actually, I have one question. Let's say now we are recording some video materials for reference for our students or our users.
Okay.
So, is there any possibility to add a location to refer those materials back into this platform?
Yeah, the thing is, soon after we are recording, that is available in our Google Drive now. So what you can do is you can use that particular video as a material and upload it to this whatever the class that you need to add.
Right.
In that, likewise, you can use that videos as sample materials to other colleagues in your class.
Right. It's just like we are uploading those material, the PDF and other Word
Yes.
materials. We can add the even video clips. Even we can add, no?
Yes, definitely. In that case, you have to use that Google Drive option because those videos are available in your Google Drive now.
Yes.
Then you can use that Google Drive option and attach the video and upload it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Iroshika, yeah, connected with that, actually, will you be sharing this video so that we can also access?
Definitely. We'll be sharing, yes.
That will be nice. Thank you.
Oh, welcome. So is there any other questions? Okay, then I'll show you how to create topics and how to add materials to those topics. So first, what you have to do is you have to go to this classwork option. As I said you earlier also, all the topics, adding materials, all the options are available in this create button. Soon after you create that one, you can get any of these options. So first I'll create a topic. Let's say, since this is a G Suite training class that I have been created, I am going to create, let's say class topic will be like classroom, Google Classroom. Then I'm adding the topic there. Soon after we add that topic, that will be look like this. Since we don't have any materials available in there, this will be empty, but we'll see how we can add materials to that particular topic. Same like the adding topics, you can click on this create option and click on this material option, and you can give, let's say, introduction to Google Classroom. Then if you need, you can give any descriptions here. And like now that Chintaka asked, you can use this add option to add any drive folder or particular website URL or any document in your PC or any YouTube reference. Let's say we are adding a YouTube video. One option is you can simply search whatever the video you need to add to this particular material. Otherwise, if you already know the URL, you can simply copy and paste it here. Both options are there. That's up to you. Let's say introduction to Google Classroom. So all the possible videos will be available here. I'm just let's say this is the video, so I'm just selecting this one, and I just have to click on this icon, and then that video will be added to that particular material. So that is one option. You can add attachments using this option. You can add multiple attachments as well. Since we have added a YouTube video, you can add multiple YouTube videos. You can add other website to refer, and similar any options. You can use these any options to add any material related references. So apart from that, you can use this create option in order to create a document, create a Google slide presentation or Google Sheet, drawings or forms also. If you have any requirements to create such documents, you can use these options as well. By clicking on that one, a new document or slide will be open up here. This is actually much more important when creating assignments. I'll show you how to use that option when creating assignments. So after managing all the contents there are some configurations to be set here. As you can see, there are 3 drop downs available in your right corner. In this 4 option, you can decide to which class that you are planning to send this material, post this material. So since we are already in this test Jesuit class, that will be automatically selected. If you need to upload this exact same material to some other classes, you can select the other classes available as well. And at the same time, if you have any, there will be a drop down with all the users available in this class.
Thank you.
Sorry. There will be a drop down with all the students available in this class, and if you need to send this material to one particular person or to one or two people, you can simply deselect and select whoever the users you need to be you need to send this material. Likewise, you have those configurations. That's the configurations you can set up according to your requirements. And so since we are creating a material, we can select under which topic that we are planning to post this material. You can either post this material without a topic, but since we are considering the organizing aspect also, it's better if you can manage topics and add materials and organize the content much more proper way. So in this material, let's say we are adding this to Google Classroom topic. You can see all the topics that is already available in this particular class will be listed here. And if you need to create a new topic, let's say you haven't had a topic related to this material, so you can directly go to this create topic and create a topic and add the material at the same time as well. Since we have created a topic, I'm using this classroom topic as the topic, and I can post it. And same like the previous posting I showed you, there are options available. You can directly post, otherwise you can schedule the posting or save it as a draft or discard the material as well. I'm going to directly post it. So soon after I post this one, this will be available in the stream saying that Iroshika Dahanayake posted a new material on Introduction to Google Classroom. If any user, since I'm logging as a teacher here, so the same notification will be available to every user when they are looking for new updates in the stream option. So likewise, you can add materials as well. And let's say, is there any question when you have in adding materials before going to create assignments? Because assignment part is a little bit comprehensive. That's why I'm asking. I hope you don't have any questions so far with the material adding and adding topics as well. So we'll continue. So when creating an assignment, same like that, you have to go to create and click on this assignment option. And same like material user interface, you have to give a title and instructions and attachment option, and creating document option is available. So we'll create a sample assignment here. Let's say you're asking your users to write a report on Google Classroom. So you can give instructions. Let's say maximum word count would be like 250 words, something like that. You can give the instructions as well in this instructions panel, and you can add any sort of as I said before, any sort of material related, any sort of references you can add using these options. Since I showed you earlier, I'm not adding those things for now, and I should show you this create option there. You can use this create option and create a document. Since we are asking your users to write a report, it's better to have a document provided for them to write that particular report. So then that will be easy for you to also when you are going to grade and do all the things. So you can simply click on this plus icon, create icon, and create a document as well. Soon after you create that document, that document will be open here, and you can give a name to that document. Let's say report 1. Likewise, you can give a name, and that name will be automatically updated to this particular document as well. And in this document, there are 3 options available for you. That is important because we are adding a particular document that saying that the user should use this document to write the report. In that case, you can select whether that particular user only can view the document, or student can edit the original document that you are sharing, or you are planning to send a copy for each and every student. We are highly suggest you should use this make a copy for each and every student option, because then every student will have their own document available. Then they can add their report submissions and everything inside that document. And in this students can view file option is much more useful when you are giving some instructions related, or giving some let's say some instructions and material related things. Then you can just give a students can view file option. Likewise, you can manage as you require. And same like the materials, you have configurations available in the right corner. Same like the materials, you can select to which assignment, to which class that particular assignment should be sent, and to which particular students or users you are planning to send this assignment, and how you are going to grade this assignment, whether you are grading out of 100, or whether you are not grading the assignment. That thing you can decide. And also you can set a due date for this particular assignment as well. To add a due date, what you can do is you can simply click on this drop down and pick a date. Let's say this assignment will be due by tomorrow, on 30th of April. Then if you need to give a time also, you can simply give a time as well. Let's say at 10 o'clock this particular assignment will be due. And in this topic section, you can select what is the exact topic under which this particular assignment should go on. And there are 2 other options in assignment section called Rubric and Originality Reports. Those when we are talking about originality reports you can use in such cases where you need to check the plagiarisms and what are the references that your users have been used in order to create this particular report. If you enable this one, those reports, the reference details and the plagiarism related details will be available. But I should tell you this originality reports, maximum of 3 originality reports are allowed for one particular class. So before you enabling that one, you have to organize your class structure and decide to which reports you are planning to give this option as well, because for one class they will be allowing maximum of 3 originality reports available. And in this rubric is some sort of method that you can grade using by giving some criteria. In the sense, you can divide your gradings for given criteria. I'll show you how to create one. In this rubric section, you can click on this plus rubric icon, and you can use this create rubric option, and this interface will be available. Since I have added the instructions as maximum word count, I'll take this as my criteria. So in order to add a rubric, as I said before, you can click on this rubric icon, create rubric, and then my criteria, as I said, will be word count. Then I can give the criterion description if I need, by a much more descriptive manner. And in this section, I can decide what criteria level I'm planning to grade. In the sense, let's say word count is, I'm giving 100 out of marks for the word count, which is in between 275 to 245. So if you need to add much more descriptive manner, you can use this description option to add more descriptive details. Likewise, you can give the levels to this particular word count criteria in this panel. Let's say up to 200 to 245, I'm giving 75 marks, and I'm giving 50 marks up to 100 to 200, and if it's below, if it's below 100 words, we are giving 0 marks. Likewise, you can decide what is your criteria, and then you can decide the grading point levels here, and if you can add descriptions as well, and you can save it. And same way, since this is just one criteria that we have created, you can same way add much more criteria here as well. I'm just taking one criteria here, but you can add multiple criteria by clicking on this add a criterion option. So likewise, soon after you add the rubric here, you can save that rubric, then it will be available in your assignment right here. So after adding all those configurations and adding contents, you can assign this to the classroom, and we'll see how it will be look like in the student panel. This is my student profile. Do you have any questions when creating assignments so far? Is there any questions? Please ask. That's not a problem.
Iroshika, can we set like multiple choice questions as assignments?
Yeah, that thing you can do. You can use this quiz option, quiz assignment option. There you can create this blank quiz. Google form will be available. Inside that Google form, you can use that multiple questions and check boxes and all the things you can use.
Right.
Everything is available in this create option.
Right.
Create button, all the things are available. You can simply directly ask a question as well. Likewise, you can manage.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So for the quiz option,
Yeah.
how will this rubric thing work? Can we add conditions?
For the quizzes.
Yes.
Let me check. Yes, based on the similar like the normal assignment, this quiz is also like an assignment. So you can, based on the responses you are expecting, you can add the rubrics
So
here
then
as
will
well.
it be automatically graded, the assignments?
Actually, I'll show you how to grade. Then you will have a basic idea on how to gradings and all the things will be going on, right?
Okay.
Okay, I'll show you the grading, how we are going to do the gradings. Then if you still have any questions, you can ask, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So this is my normal user profile, in the sense student profile. This is the class that we are adding materials and adding topics. So inside that, I can see, as I said before, all the up-to-date information will be available. And if we go to classwork section, we can see that Google Classroom topic that we have created, and inside that, the material and the assignment that is already available. I'll show you this assignment first, because there is a one assignment that we have already created. As you can see, all the assignments created with the instructions will be available like this. If you need to go in detail, you can just click on this view assignment button and see all the instructions and what are the rubric levels, what are the grading levels that teacher has provided, and you can see that particular assignment. This is a Data Studio practical assignment that we have been assigned. We have given them the instructions to create the particular dashboard, and we have set of grading levels here as well. And I think we have provided a sample sheet here as well. Those things you can add as attachments, and there you can add class comments. This class, if you add any comments here, that particular comment will be able to see by all the classmates. But if you need to add any private comment to your teachers, you can simply use this add private comment option as well. Then the student or user can directly communicate with their teacher as well. And when doing the assignments, what they can do is they can simply refer this since this is a Data Studio document, they can simply use this Google Sheet and create the dashboard and add it to this particular assignment and turn in the sense the student has completed their assignment and they are submitting that assignment for grading. That is the meaning of turn in. So likewise, you can do this assignment and add any documents. If you have any other documents rather than these available documents, you can add them here and turn into the grading, turning to the teacher for grading. And as you asked, I'll show you how to do the gradings as well. I hope that assignment viewing option and everything is clear for you. This is the sample assignment that we have created right now. As you can see, the rubric is available and the created document is available. Since I'm in the student profile, I can simply go to this assignment and I can click on this class document and I can write any sort of report related thing. You can refer the whatever the materials that have been added as the references and add any report related typings and everything. And soon after you finish completing the document, you can mark it as done. So after mark it as done, that particular document will be submitted for your teacher to check for gradings. And in the teachers panel, you can see this is my teacher profile again. And this teachers panel, you can see, go to classwork option and there will be practical assignment and this is the assignment that we have added so far. You can open that assignment and there you can see how many students that have been assigned with this particular assignment and who has been submitted the assignment for now. So at the same time, you can see user-wise information from there also. and this option you can see Savini and Nirman has not submitted their assignments yet, but Iroshika Dahanayake has submitted their assignment. So you can simply click on this. Wait a minute. You can basically click on that one and open the assignment as well. I'll show you. Sorry for the delay. My internet connection is a little bit slow. As you can see, still loading. Really sorry for the inconvenience, and let me show you some sort of other assignments available. Let's say this assignment. Assignments, it's available in the G Suite training under topic assignments. So we'll go to the teachers panel and select that assignment because that one is loading yet. So in this assignment section, this is another assignment that we have created. So you can go to that one and view the assignment, and there the submission will be available here, and you can simply click on that one, and that document will be opened in the Google Classroom for grading. This is the place where you add the gradings and all, and in this empty screen, that document will be available with whatever the given submissions by the student. That particular student will be listed here as Iroshika Dahanayake. The status has turned in the sense they have submitted their submission, and submission, if there are any text available, that submission will be available here. And using these options, this is the same document that is available here, and you can use these grades to give the gradings. As I said before, you can see what are the rubrics that you have added so far with the conditions, with the criteria levels here, and based on that criteria, you can give the grading by using these options to this particular user. And if you need to add private comments right back to the user, you can use this add private comments as well. And for your question, that rubrics will be available like this. When it comes to grading, you can see what is the levels and give the gradings, and total gradings will be available here. Soon after you add the gradings, you can simply use this drop down to check for some other users submissions as well. Since we only have this submission, that this particular user is only available, but soon after the other people has submitted their assignments, those will be listed down here. You can simply go one by one using this drop down and give the gradings, and then you can use return option to let their students or let your users to know what are the gradings that they have been assigned. So you can either return only this submission, or you can return multiple submissions as well. When it comes to return multiple submission, you can, same like previous options, you can select to which students that you are planning to submit these gradings as well. This is the place where you grade and do grading based on the rubrics as well. Still, do you have any questions?
So Hiroshika, now when you set up Ruby, you have
Yeah.
set up in this example, you have set up based on the number of word count to give
Yes.
some grading. Now, other than that, let's say we have to go through the content and do some grading. So, is it possible through this Rubric, or how you can manage that?
Material related things you can add grading, but inside the assignment you can decide how you are going to do the gradings. That basically up to your requirements.
So, let's
You
say the
can,
grading, the quality of the work, how you can grade, or the
at the
content.
same time, you have to give as criteria. As I said before, you can add multiple rubric levels.
Can you
I
show us
just add
one?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
I'm going to show you one. Uh, we'll, I did the same assignment, then it will be easy. Not this one. There, in this rubric section, you can go there. This is the current rubric that we have added. So if you need to edit this, you can go to this edit option. And as I said before, I just add one criteria here with the some sort of with 4 levels. So this is word count criteria, but same way you can use this add a criterion option to add one more criteria. Let's say you are expecting the document quality, then what are the criteria that you have been considering? Document quality in the sense whether it's with good image qualities, those things you can either send as add as levels, criterion levels as well. Likewise, you can manage. You can have multiple criterias in one rubric. That's not a problem.
Okay, okay, okay.
In the case of multiple choice questions, how will it work? Can we do it
Multiple choice.
via Google Forms, or
Yes,
can
actually,
we?
yes, you have to use Google Forms in order to add multiple questions and that related Google Form related formats. For now, it's what is available here is add any documents, so that those things will be addressed for now. If you need to add any multiple questions, and if still at the same time you need to add rubrics, what you have to do is you can basically you can create Google form by your own and edit from this Google Drive option as well. Otherwise, you can simply click on this create option and create the form right away. And based on the form content, you can decide what are the rubrics will be. Likewise, you have to plan and give the gradings as well. That's the option that is available in Google Classroom. So that is the basic things that we have to tell you when going to Google Classroom. So is there any other questions you have so far?
Hi, Roshika. I'm
Yes.
Nishan.
Okay.
I just have one question. When we are creating the MCQs, do we have the possibility of having a pool? For example, let's say I have a pool of 50 MCQ questions. For a given
Okay.
assignment, I just want to allocate 10. Maybe selected 10 or random 10 out of 50 questions. Is it possible?
For that thing, I think it's what you have to do is you have to get those questions copied to another Google form and edit. There is no other way to restrict that one.
All right. So that means in Google Classroom, it will be a form that
Yeah.
you have to explicitly create the questions, right?
Yes.
Rather than
Otherwise,
getting
you
the
can use this Google form that that you already have, and take a copy of that one and remove the unwanted questions.
All right. Right.
And
Okay.
then you
Thank
can
you.
edit in Google Drive.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, welcome. If you have any questions, please ask. So that's all that I have to tell you in Google Classroom. So I suggest you to go to this Google Classroom and try to create one classroom and several topics and material, adding those things. Otherwise, that will be not much more practical. I suggest you to go and try. Then you will have much more issues upcoming. Then you can contact us and ask for any support. That's not a problem. So still, do you have any questions so far? Okay then. Thank you so much for joining with us. And if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Then we can help you at any time. No worries. So thank you so much.
Iroshika, one thing.
you.
Hello.
Yes.
Iroshika, you will be make this link available for us to download the video, the training video.
Actually, inside this particular calendar event, after
right.
a while, this particular video will be available
Right.
in the
Okay.
same
Okay.
event,
Thank you.
calendar event. If it's not available,
Okay
just
then.
let us
Thanks.
inform. We'll share it privately also.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.